You're listening to Dude Podcast with JC and Will. Put some pep in that step. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Will,
I'm JC,
and you are listening to...
the Dude Podcast.
And you know what? I'm not even sure if you are JC.
I mean,
Something feels off. Have you been
I know,
moisturizing?
right? Yeah, I've been moisturizing. My wife has this new makeup, or not moisturizer, and she said, it's not just for women. Go ahead, try a little bit, and see how it's going to do for your skin. Pretty impressed, right?
It looks, I mean, let me tell you, you look fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, so I've been in this makeup for 3.5 hours, and it's weird because there's a so as as somebody where like The Dark Knight came out in college, where it's like probably my favorite movie ever. There was a little bit of insecurity wearing this, potentially out and about, but also like you're like anybody you know that is your age, you look at them, and even if they're kind of like they're giving you like a, yeah, it's kind of cool you're doing and like people like straight up have no idea who they are. So if you can't tell, if you're listening to the audio, I am in full Joker, Heath Ledger, Dark Knight Joker makeup.
And not like B-level, like it looks pretty dang realistic.
Very
it looks pretty
good.
spot on.
Very good. I've had multiple people make me do, people I don't know that I walked by were like, why so serious? They made me do like a voice. I had to like stop, and like there was a family on a porch that I had to do like a semi monologue for, and then they like clapped, and I was able to walk off. It's like, it's not about the money. It's about sending message. And then they were like, yeah. And I was like, thank you, everybody. Thank you. So there was supposed to be a street festival in Manayunk, which is like the neighborhood closest to me. I used to live in this neighborhood. It's a neighborhood in Philadelphia proper that Andrew lives in, and we were gonna go, and there's gonna be makeup artists and like street fairs and rides and all kinds of stuff. Got canceled because there was rain today, but we decided to have our own little street festival, and so a friend of the family is a really good artist, and she just started doing fakes makeup, and like, listen, if you're gonna say JC, what street makeup are you gonna do? Come on. Like, what else am I gonna like? This, The Crow. What other like? Will, you could get any face makeup done. What would you? What would you do right now? You have to get a face makeup done. What are you gonna do?
Okay. We're talking face makeup, not makeover.
Face makeup.
Okay.
No, this isn't a makeover. This is face makeup, baby.
Well, but because I was thinking, like, if I had like a hairstylist, I'd probably do Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura, like wacky hair.
Sure.
But if we're talking makeup, I mean, the Joker's fun, but I didn't resonate with it as much as you did. So I don't know. I might say that's a good question.
Come on.
I got to ponder on that.
I mean,
one for a
listen, your
second.
son's a big Spider-Man fan. Would you do some Spidey?
Well,
Spidey?
my son's a big Spider-Man fan. Maybe
Venom? Would you do Venom? Venom would be cool. Like kind of that Venom,
Venom could
like
be cool.
big, like
Sure. I guess I could do that. Yeah.
Venom's cool. Like Venom, Carnage, like that, like kind of dark Spider-Man. I'm kind of into that. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something to the sloppy. And that's what she was saying. The girl who was doing the makeup, who's a friend of us, she was like, she was like, it's weird because like in your head, you're like, oh, it shouldn't be well done because it's not, it's kind of
Mhm.
messy. It's supposed to like, she's like, it's almost harder to do that than like a
Oh, yeah.
clean look because there's like, you have to make it look a certain way. So like, I don't know. It was interesting.
You know what it kinda looks like the more I'm looking at you is like Paul Stanley doing a walk of shame after a concert. You know what I mean? Like, from
Who?
Kiss. Paul Stanley,
Oh,
the from Kiss, like, after a concert, he has a one-night stand, and he's doing a walk of shame. That's what you look like. You're just like a member of Kiss who, like, forgot to take the makeup off at night.
I gotcha.
Like, you had a rough night.
Who is, are you, that was the cat guy. That
Yeah,
was like the most obscure, like Gene Simmons is the standard Kiss. You picked like the most obscure member of Kiss and like called him out. I had to Google him. I'm like, Paul Stanley, like the one with like the like star eyes, like the most obscure member of Kiss.
You wanna know why I know that name?
Why do you
Is
know
because
who that is?
because in that '70s show, Michael Kelso has a piece of cheese, and he cuts a hole in the piece in, like, the square cheese and puts it over his eye, and he goes, "Hey, guys, look, I'm Paul Stanley." And so I know the name Paul Stanley from that. Aren't
That's
you
awesome.
impressed that I know that?
I had to Google who that was because I'm like,
You
he
thought you
can't
thought that
begin.
was my
I
CPA.
thought you were making up a name. I was like, who is that?
Is
Dude,
that
but
the
it's
kid who had
weird.
scoliosis in high school?
Yeah,
No, he's
who
from
is
Kiss.
that? Who the heck is Paul Stanley? Oh my
But aren't you
gosh.
doesn't it bother you a little bit that the names of people from Kiss are Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley?
I
Like, you
also
wish it
think
was
it's weird
something more
when
fun.
I Google Paul Stanley, the first thing that comes up is how many biological kids does Paul Stanley have?
Paul Stanley.
It's not even how many kids, it's how many biological kids does Paul Stanley have?
My gosh.
That's the first thing the AI asks me. How many biological kids does Paul Stanley have?
Can I ask you something about Kiss? I how do you
Sure. Go
what do you
ahead.
what do you think the genesis of these guys and their makeup is? Because they started out they're musicians, right? Do you think they're sitting around the living room going like, we need an edge here. Like, how do we make our music stick out a little bit? And another guy says, what if we paint our face every single night and wear leather?
It's also like,
It's weird.
here's the problem. I'm gonna be really honest with you.
Please.
The problem is this too. Like, when you talk to an older person and they're like, in my days, it was really rough. And then you think back to like, what was rough then? And then they call to mind, like, we had scary music like Paul Stanley and like Kiss. You're like, you mean like, you mean like Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley who wore platform shoes and like wore leather and played the guitar well? Like, it's not scary. Like,
No,
I
no,
would
then
say
they're like, yeah, no, but they cut part of their tongue so they could stick them out further. It's like,
and you're like, they're like, what a, like, that guy was weird. Like, I'm telling you, like, take those gentlemen and put them into, I don't know, like the Wu-Tang, like a neighborhood that the Wu-Tang clan grew up in. And it's like, I don't think Paul Stanley is gonna be a tough, scary guy in like a rough area of Staten Island. I mean, it's a little bit of a different scenario. It's like,
yeah, no.
good luck, Paul Stanley, in your cool shoes, bro.
Good
It's
luck
gonna
running
go
in those
real well
heels.
for you. Like, it's gonna go real well for you over there. They're gonna be like, dude, where'd you get those shoes? Yeah, a little different. A little different, man. Oh, that's awesome. That
So,
is awesome.
so you feel empowered while you're wearing that? I love that you're just casually eating like snacks in a master shirt. Like, yeah.
It's kind of the ultimate flex, if I'm being honest with you. It's a very strange juxtaposition to like deal with seeing me on the streets right now. And by the way, the beauty of what happened was literally we were at Andrew's house and then we're in Philadelphia. So like you don't like just drive to a bar, you walk to a bar. We walked to a bar restaurant with my 3-year-old who had a very cool snake face. He had a cool snake
Wait,
on
was your
him.
son with you?
Yes.
What? How did he feel about Dada? Was
He
he
loved
freaked
it.
out?
No, he loved it. He thought it was
Did he
cool.
really?
Yeah, he loved it. He'd just come up and give me a hug. And then he has a snake on him, and he's very proud of his snake. And so he just comes up and he goes, "Sss," and I go, and I just would make a face back, and he doesn't even care. My son is obsessed with The Nightmare Before Christmas. And the fact that I
Oh.
kind of semi look, I guess you could kind of say it's a little Jack Skellington-esque, like, he loves it.
So, okay, yeah, I guess you kind of do look a little bit. Yeah, I guess that makes
You
sense.
know the problem, though? I'm looking at myself, and now I'm starting to do, like, Joker-esque things. Like, I'm looking you go,
Yeah.
like, he would do, like, he, like
But here's the thing, what I'm loving more is you, like, just casually eating,
yeah,
your
goldfish.
goldfish. Yeah. That's more
Yeah,
fun to me. It's just like,
yeah. Harvey Dent. Tell me where Harvey Dent is.
you talk a bit real quick, though. Like, you and I roomed together at Oklahoma State, in 2007, and that's when Heath Ledger famously passed while Batman was
Michael
coming out.
died the next day. How crazy is that?
Who?
Do you know Michael Jackson, I think, died the day after Heath did?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't think about that. I
Yeah.
guess I didn't put that
Also,
together.
that was tough, man. That was it was crazy because that was also like when that movie dropped. So like I think we were rooming together and that movie came out. No, it was the summer. That summer. It was the summer that movie came
No, no,
out.
no, no. No, because I remember the trailer coming out after he passed, right?
He did, you're right. He died before it came out.
And
So
there was a lot of buzz behind it because everyone knew that like he was tormented by the role, and everyone like there was all this buzz about it.
it kind of is like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of the best way to promote your movie.
I mean, it,
You just
listen,
have a
if
lead
you're an
cast member
artist,
die.
yeah.
Helps. That would help the dude podcast.
Okay, I
Will.
have a question for you. There's great theories about how he like faked his death, or how not Bob Marley, Tupac faked his death. Do you think it's possible if you have a lot of money to fake your death and just move to an island? Like, is that
Yes.
legitimately possible?
My thing is like for me, in the wake of the Epstein files and all the craziness that has come out of that, right? Where it's like the grossest, craziest things you've ever heard in your entire life are like true. I believe anything could happen. So yes, I'm a complete believer that that could and or is a reality.
But
Yes.
how is that possible? And, like, how do you just get a ton of cosmetic surgery? How much money is involved in that?
I mean, I don't think it's actually that much. I mean, like if you're talking about like someone who's worth a few $1 billion, like, dude, I think you could do it for like a couple mil. Maybe not even. I
What would your
legitimately think
strategy be if JC was like, I gotta start anew.
so. You fake your
Daddy's
death.
gonna fake his
Yeah,
death.
yeah,
What do you do?
I,
What are you doing?
well, first of all, you have to you're gone. So JC is gone. So you have to like assume a new identity. And you can do that pretty easily, I think. I bet there's a whole like secondary market for like additional social security numbers and like fake other people you can be. You probably want to get some level of, you probably do need to get some kind of like cosmetic surgery and or like really commit to like a very aloof look. Like you may be wearing a fedora for like 5 years. You know what I mean? Like
Hold on.
that's just
Hold on.
that's just
Hold on. You say things so confidently, and then you come with some bull crap about it's easy. Just invest in a fedora and with some cosmetic surgery.
no, I'm saying
That's
you got
insane,
wear it like
dude.
it. But dude, Will, if I
You-
told you,
You
if I
need more than
told
a
you,
fedora, you idiot.
Will,
That's
listen to me. What if I told you you have to wear a fedora like every day for like 5 years? Like Christmas morning, you're in a fedora.
Can you
Like
imagine your
you
wife
won't.
getting over the death of her husband, goes and takes a trip to Hawaii, and she finds her husband with lip fillers and a fedora? It's like, what are you doing? I thought you were dead.
That's all you do.
I don't know who you're
all you,
talking to,
all,
man.
all you do is like Real Housewives, like lip filler, and
Yeah.
then get like a real boxy fedora. And those are the only two things you do to like kind of like change your
Oh my
look. You're like,
God.
it kind of looks like my husband, but my God, those lips. And wow, that fedora. He never was a fedora guy before that, so I can't imagine that was him. Like, can you imagine? Like, she comes back, she's like, Barbara, I gotta tell you, I was on the beach and I saw the weirdest thing. I saw this man, and you would think he looked like my husband, but he had big, beautiful lips, and he was
My
wearing,
husband never had that.
and he
And
was
get like
wearing
a
a very strange colored fedora, massive,
Now
big
also
old
his
fedora.
rump was a bit bigger.
Yeah.
You get cheek implants too.
You get the Brazilian butt lift just for you're just like, well, if I'm doing the lips, I might as well just get that butt. Get it nice and tight.
Would you ever get a Brazilian butt lift if somebody came to you and
No!
said, no, hear me
No!
out, hear me
No!
out, hear me out, hear me out. If somebody said, I'm gonna give you money, but the only thing you can spend this money on is a Brazilian butt lift.
No.
But then you get like a
No.
shapely rear.
Here's the problem. You know why? Because I've heard so many horror stories and like it's always these like sweet like South American women that are like, I thought it was like, Botched. You know that show like Botched where like it was like a
Have
bad
you seen a
cosmetic
botched
surgery?
booty?
Dude,
Oh,
I
is it
feel like
bad?
that's all what it is where they're like they like they like put like cement in their butts.
Like when they go swimming, they just sink butt first.
Telling you,
the
man,
problem,
it's
Doc?
not good.
I love
It's
my
not
butt. It looks
good.
great, but I can't go swimming.
Starts thinking like I'm telling you, man. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, there were some bad there were some bad things that happened. They're like, it was like, oh, they put super glue in that butt again. Like it's just like that's what's happened. That's what's come out of it.
Can a doctor put anything he wants in there?
I mean, legally, I don't think they're supposed to, but I think in certain countries are like, meh, I think they're, whatever they're supposed to probably put in there is probably pretty expensive. They're like, you know what? Let's put a little bit of let's put a little like the stuff my dad used to slick back his hair with. They probably put in their butt. You know what I mean? Like that's the guys. That's like I don't know, like super gel. I don't know,
Yeah,
slick daddy gel. They're putting in that butt. I don't know.
that'd be a squishy butt.
I would agree. I would agree.
Um, so we both have been busy. We haven't released a podcast in some time. Last one we was at SNL, and we haven't done one since like maybe February. So we've only done like one since February.
I by the way, I'm
So
sorry. As I'm looking at myself, I look like I feel like I could be like 60 years old. I look
you
so
definitely, yeah. I mean, you look like. I mean, I just imagine that's a look that you would get if you never went outside. A vitamin D deficiency is for sure is what you have, and you just eat a lot of cherry pops. Um, but so one of the things that you and I were going to talk about before we went to SNL, or we were at least talking about it in New York City when we were there. I think I asked you, what are perfect little moments that like happen, and you're like, that was a satisfying moment. Simple. I'll have all these little moments where, like, if I'm listening to a song in the car, right, and I'm driving home, and I pull into the driveway right as the song ends, it's the most satisfying thing in the world. Like, as I turn the ignition, the song ends. Can you think
mm,
of little moments like that? Like,
yeah,
like you're filling up gas in the car and it hits a perfect like scent.
love that. Love that.
It's
Also,
amazing.
here's another thing I love. Delivery, you're having to go outside when the delivery happens. They hand you the
Ooh,
delivery. That's a cool feeling where you're like, "Thank you, I'll take that." You have, like, that exchange with the delivery driver, they're like, "Have a great day." You're like, "Thank you, and you have a good day, sir." And you just take
that's a
the
good
package
one.
directly from them. That's pretty cool.
um, I'll tell you another great moment when when you're getting like a coffee at a coffee shop, and you maybe sometimes when I get coffee at coffee shops, I feel like I don't really need to be spending money on this, but I do it anyways. And you pay for the coffee, and they say you've got enough rewards. Would you like to take $5 off this purchase? That's a beautiful, beautiful moment.
I mean, obviously, laundry, you're taking the clothes off, you're not paying attention, and you throw the laundry and it hits and it goes in. Look, we have like, this makes it even better. We have like sorting areas for our laundry. We have like hangers, socks, underwear, drawer, like, so there's like almost like four little baskets that are like close to be able to like kind of like haphazardly throw and to hit it in the
Ooh,
correct.
that's a good one.
That's a good one too.
That is
That's
nice. It
another
makes you
that
kind of
feels
feel
good.
like it
Feels
makes you
very
feel
good.
like an athlete. Like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, no, in your head, you're like, "Should I have been a professional basketball player?" I probably should have. You're right. Yeah, I am that guy.
Okay, here's
Yes.
another one. Here's another one. When it's like late at night, you've been out all day, and maybe you're tired or you're hungry or whatever, and you come into your house and you open the fridge and you forget the snack that you forgot to
Uh,
eat, and it's like exactly what you want.
love
Forgetting
that.
about a snack you bought and then having it when you really want it. It's that's great.
You're like, "I'm like Nostradamus. I predicted the future and it's already here. How amazing am I?"
Yeah, that's what it's
Um,
like.
Another cool thing, and this is like where you feel like you're in a movie, right? Like, let's say you're at a coffee shop, right? You
Hmm.
order the coffee. Let's say you go to the bathroom or something because you're like, okay, I know it's going to
Which
take a couple minutes,
which I've been known to do.
right? Right? You got to go to the bathroom. And then immediately when you get out of the bathroom, they call your name, walk up, straight up, get the coffee. You don't have to
Ooh,
hover.
yeah.
You don't have to hover. You're just literally like you walk out,
Hmm.
Will Skaggs, chai tea, whatever, and you go up, "Thank you, ma'am." You don't have to do that weird, like, you have to stand there and be like do the weird, like, look around thing where, like, you're all kinda, like, looking and going for the same drink, which is the worst.
That's a good one. And another good one. You and I are. 38 years of age. We now live in 2026. You know, dollar or $5 doesn't really go very far anymore, but it still feels like you hit the lottery when you find a couple bucks in your pocket.
It feels
Isn't that
so good.
great?
Oh, the best.
I still
Dude, there
love
have
that
been
feeling.
times that I'll find like a good amount of money. Like I'll find like a good I'll find like a 20. And at that point you're like,
Who wants to go out to eat?
it's that meme of that guy in that suit with the tree. I don't know what that's from, but it's that handsome African American gentleman near the tree that's rubbing his hands together.
Mhm.
That's me if I find that 20 in my pocket. I'm like, ooh, we're gonna
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this. Like, we're gonna be buying sours, like we're gonna be buying like Twizzlers. We're gonna be buying, we might go to Wawa and we may get a
You would
hoagie
get
that we're gonna eat.
chocolate milk. You would get a
We may get a
Slushie.
hoagie and then go eat dinner and pretend we didn't even eat this hoagie before we eat the healthy dinner. That's what I'm talking about. And go and be like, and she's like, oh, I can't believe you're full. Do you like this healthy dinner? Honey, I love this healthy dinner. I love it. Little does she know, you ate a 6-inch hoagie before you ate that dinner.
Is there a difference between a hoagie and a Subway sandwich? This is
So first of all, yes, well, let me tell you,
Like a sub
I'm not
sandwich?
super, it gets very complicated. It gets very complicated. It is very much a regional thing.
Yeah.
But I have also been told that there is distinction, even in the regionality, like of, okay, that's a hoagie versus a sub versus a fill in the blank versus a grinder. Like, there is some sort of a strange nuance with the sandwich, and some of it's like, oh, it doesn't have it has lettuce tomato on it, and this is a Zepp. A Zepp has it gets very confusing, and
Yeah, that
one
is
that, quite
confusing.
frankly, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's sort of like, I feel like if I were to come on here and give medical advice, the people don't deserve that.
Yeah.
In the same way, I am not prepared to give true sandwich advice, history. Our poor duties don't deserve that. It's not
Yeah.
fair to them. It's not fair to me. The backlash I would receive, the threats I would receive, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. What
No one needs that. Not good for anybody.
No.
I would say that there's a lot to it, and if you're not prepared or you haven't done your research, you know, listen, you
That's
better go to the
fair.
college of sandwiches, because if you haven't, get out of here.
Who is on the sandwich authority? That's what I want to know.
I think if you've worked at a deli,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think you worked at a
And
deli, I
you
think
know
you
what?
worked in a
I'll tell you
restaurant, I
this.
think
I'll tell you
yeah.
this. I would be disappointed if the deli man told me that a hot dog is a sandwich, because it is most certainly not a sandwich. You don't care how many people
Who
tell
would
me that
tell
it
you
takes
that? Who would
people.
tell you that?
Annoying people like to tell me that hot dogs are sandwiches, and they're wrong. If you came to my house and said, "Hey, will you make me a sandwich?" and I gave you a hot dog, you'd slap me, rightfully so.
Can I tell you something? If I was a friend with if my friend was somebody that was like, "Hey, I made you a sandwich," I said, "Oh, I can't wait to have that sandwich," and you walked me a hot dog, I literally think I would say, "Hey, man, this was a good time." I think I would walk out of that house and drive away. I think I'd
I'm
be
with you, buddy.
I'm like, this person, I can't trust this person. Anything like, what, like, he might as well just he could come in here and stab me. Like, what is saying, like, what are we doing? Like,
I'm
at
with you
what
on that
point,
one.
like
Here's the thing:
would you
wieners and sandwiches don't belong together. Keep your wieners over here. Keep your sandwiches over here.
True.
I love a good wiener. I love a good hot dog. But it's a hot dog.
Yes. It's not a sandwich.
What is your favorite sandwich? That begs the question next. What is your favorite sandwich?
Ooh. Good question.
It's a complicated question because there's
No,
so many good sandwiches out there.
actually, I do know. I do know my favorite sandwich. Actually, it's not close. I know exactly what it is.
I know
The
what
best
mine
sandwich,
is too.
the best sandwich I've ever had. Here's the thing about this sandwich. I want to be very clear. The sandwich I'm about to describe is a sandwich that is not an everyday sandwich. All right. I think there's like different things. There's like a sandwich that, hey, JC, what's something that you could make yourself every day and that you would like? And like, what could you take to work every day in a lunchbox and be okay with versus what is your favorite sandwich? Right. It's very different things.
That's fair.
Like, okay. So favorite sandwich, like, which is almost the equivalent of like, they're about to send me the electric chair. What sandwich are you going to eat? Is that fair? Is that what you're saying? They're going to send me to the electric chair.
I want to hear
what
both.
sandwich am I going to eat?
What sandwich would you want to eat if somebody would ask you? Not what would you make yourself. It's just like what sandwich is superior for JC Crump?
So there is a place called Fiore's Deli in Hoboken, New Jersey, that does a roast beef sandwich, and they do this sauce, it's a jus on it, and then they have this really good mozzarella. And they have an unbelievable bread. It is the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Interesting.
To the point where my cousins live in New York City.
Yeah.
My cousin said, hey, we would like to come see you. I said, you know what? They said, we'll take the train down. I said, no, do not take the train down. Take the path from New York City to Hoboken, and I will pick you up in Hoboken. Listen, here's the difference between that. That is the difference between them hopping on a train and going an hour and 45 minutes to me, or me jumping in a car and going 90 minutes towards them. I picked the 90 minutes towards them because I had the opportunity to eat that delicious sandwich.
Ooh.
That's how much I like that sandwich.
Hey, that is what makes that answer worth it, because you will literally go out of your way to get it. I like it.
You know what was great too? Let me tell you what also makes this sandwich great. How I discovered the sandwich was ridiculous in and of itself. I was invited to a dinner. I didn't know very many people. When I first moved up to New York City, with some friends, a friend's party, didn't know many other people. And this gentleman, I was sitting next to this gentleman. I said, hello. And he said, hello. I said, my name's JC. I said, nice to meet you. He said, where do you live? I said, I live in Hoboken, New Jersey. I just moved there. And he said, let me tell you something. There's a sandwich there. And he proceeded to talk about this sandwich for 20 minutes.
Had you had the sandwich at that point?
No, I had not had the sandwich.
Okay.
To the point where his girlfriend, who later became his wife, had to take him aside and be like, you do this all the time. Stop it. Like had to have like an aside, be like, we've talked about this before. Stop it. I mean, it made an impact on me, and it changed my life. That's
the mark of a great sandwich, for sure.
To the point where, like, I now, it's like a disease. I now do that. It's like, this is so screwed. You know, like, people are like, they're victims of abuse, and then they abuse other people. I'm that person now with this sandwich. I'm like, I like take people to get this sandwich. I'm like, no, ignore that. Come with me. Come get the sandwich. Yes, you need it. Like, it's so bad.
Man,
I love it.
And we were in Hoboken. You didn't get that sandwich. I guess we didn't have a lot of time to go there.
We didn't have a lot of time, and honestly, I wanted to listen. Here's the thing: we had a wonderful bagel sandwich. It was
We
worth
had a
it.
good lobster roll. That was a good lobster roll.
That lobster roll, oh, dude.
And the wine that we drank too, that
Listen, the
all hit the spot.
SNL night was the best night ever. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't like give me a night that's better than that night.
It's true.
There ain't one. There ain't
And
one. We went
that's the
over
first
the
time I've
best.
ever had a lobster roll too. I've never had one, and I love
I know
lobster.
that was very exciting. You were like, I never had a
Mhm.
lobster roll.
It was good.
Yeah,
But here's the
it was
thing.
great.
My favorite sandwich is a little more accessible, but I will eat it 10 times. Anyone offers it to me, I will eat it. It's a bacon Swiss egg sandwich on a toasted everything bagel.
Ooh,
And Daddy
see,
likes
I don't
me.
like an every. I like everything about that except I don't like an everything bagel. Give me like a normal plain bagel,
Ugh.
not everything.
Everything bagels have changed my life.
Don't love everything bagels.
Love
Don't
it.
love
You
them.
know what? I have had a bacon egg Swiss on a blueberry bagel. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not bad.
No,
It's
you know
pretty
what?
good.
I was somewhere where I had like an egg. Something happened where like all they had was like a cinnamon raisin or something crazy, and
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? Screw it, and it was still delicious. So like,
Yeah,
I get it. Like, you put those things together, all good.
it's pretty good.
It's delicious. It's delicious. You know what? Too, I had a really interesting moment. So one of my coworkers, very cool. One of those situations where like it's a cool situation in life when you get older and you've worked with really good people and you have an opportunity at some point in life to like, hey, we're hiring people and you have an opportunity to go to your boss and be like, "Hey, I know somebody really good. I hope you trust me. They'd be good." And this person got the job, which is awesome because like I love this individual. She's really good at what she does. Really excited for her to work with me. So I had an opportunity for her. She's from this area. She lives in Washington, D.C. now. And she had an opportunity to come. I look at myself. I look insane as I'm talking to you. But anyway, whatever. I do. I'm like, what is wrong? This is crazy. So she comes back here and her family's from this part of the country. And again, she's only about 3 hours, 2.5 hours away. She's not like super far from here,
Yeah.
but she's lived all over the country. She grew up in greater Philadelphia area, moved all over the country. She came back, we went out to dinner, and because I was training her. Actually, that's the hilarious thing too. Work literally was like, hey, we'll pay you, or pay, I say pay. You can expense dinners and whatever you gotta do, hotel if you guys stay up here,
Mhm.
to, train her, whatever, for a couple days. So she came into Conshohocken. There's a hotel here. We worked together for a couple days. It was great because we're old friends. It's fun.
Yeah.
And she turned to me and she's like, I forgot that the food here in Philly, I think, is the best in the country. And it's interesting because like, it makes you I truly do feel like the bread. The bread up here in New York, New Jersey, Philly, I think it's the best bread in the country. And I think if you're eating a sandwich, I think if you're going to Italian, I think if you're doing some of that, I'm telling
So
you,
here's the thing. When I think of like masters of bread, I think of the like New Yorkers. Like specifically, I wasn't thinking Italian. I was thinking more like the Jewish people, and also I think of Amish people, which is kind of Pennsylvania. Do you think there's some sort
yeah,
of marriage between those? I don't
yeah,
know.
I
Maybe it's
think
just because
so.
I like bagels, and I always think of bagels being
But
like a Jewish food.
how good was that place that we went in New York? Where we're like, let's get that bagels. That place was delicious.
It was very,
Great
very good.
bagels,
It was very, very
wonderful
good.
bagels, efficient. Like, dude, like there is something to it. Like,
It was Thompson Square Bagel, and it was very good.
come to New York, get yourself a bagel.
You
Come to
have to get
Philly,
yourself a
get
bagel.
yourself a sandwich. Like
Hmm.
it's just, I'm telling you, it's it's better. I'm sorry, it's better. Unless now, can you find a spot in Oklahoma that's going to be on par? You can. You can. But that's one spot. Here every other spot's pretty good. That's
Mm-hmm.
the difference, and
Yeah.
that's kind of the difference, you
Yeah.
know.
It's yes, people are respecting the craft.
I think it's that. I think the water. I think it's the water. You know, there's something in the water. All right, we're gonna go 4 more minutes because we gotta make it a short episode. Mr. Skaggs, what else you got on the docket?
School's almost out. Summer's almost here, baby. we're gonna. I mean, soon JC is gonna. I mean, right now he's very pale, but we're gonna get some color in our next episode because we're probably gonna be out in the sun a little more.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess your son's not in school yet, but mine is. So it's the first summer we've really been like, what are we gonna do? Like, what's
What
summer
are
gonna
you
look
gonna
like?
do? What are you gonna? What's the summer plans?
Gotta get activities for the young ones. We're gonna swim a
I mean,
lot. That's why I say I'm probably gonna get some color, or I mean, which will mostly be red
honestly,
burned.
call up Joel. That pool needs to be utilized. That man, he's just like fishing leaves out of his pool all day. He needs somebody to be in it.
Okay, all right. I'll go do some cannonballs. I'll just go run in your backyard, do some cannonballs every
He
day.
would love it. He
Okay,
would love it.
all right.
That's why that man built that pool.
Yeah, at least once a year, I go to your parents' pool. Usually,
You
you're up
should.
in the
It's a
summer
good
at some
pool. It's
point.
a good pool. They
It is a good
want
pool.
to. Here's the thing. As a family, we grew up going to other people's pool. So I think it's a pay it forward kind of thing. I really do think it's a no pressure situation. If you want to use their pool, like I think you can use their pool. I think you just call them. I think they're
Well,
fine.
we've got a pool membership, but I'm never opposed to going to a private pool too.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What's going on with you? We got
Um,
2 minutes left.
Nothing too. I mean, listen. I think we're gonna try to travel a little bit around here. I think we're gonna
Yeah.
go up. We're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna go to the shore next
To
week.
where?
The shore, the
Ah, the
Jersey
Jersey Shore.
Shore, the Jersey Shore. Yeah, we're going to the Jersey Shore.
You think you're gonna bump
But
into Snooky, whose
I
autograph
mean,
you got back there?
maybe we
That'd be
could
a
go see
thrill.
Snooks. Maybe go see Snooks. No, we're gonna I think me and Trey are gonna come down to Oklahoma for a little bit of time. Mom's gonna
That's
be
right.
hanging out in the Carolinas. She wants to go to Outer Banks, and so we said, you know what, she's gonna go see her friend. And I said, you know what, me and Trey are gonna go back to Oklahoma, so we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna host a big 3rd of July. Listen, a lot of things are happening in Philadelphia this summer because we are hosting the World Cup. It's the centennial, right? 250 years of the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huge stuff.
Yeah.
Philly was the initial capital, so we're doing a lot here. There's a lot going on in Philadelphia, so we're gonna do a lot of things here in the
Mm-hmm.
greater Philly area. Yeah, man. I mean, I think we're just gonna have a great summer in that regard. It's just kind of
Nice.
like kicking it here, you know what I mean? Plus, like, Thunder are gonna win the title, you know? It's all good.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be exciting, that's for sure.
Sounds like a exciting summer. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you texted me about. Did you tell me you're coming into town? Are we
Yeah,
doing
I'm coming
something?
in. We're gonna do Father's Day weekend. I think Father's Day weekend, you, me, Mr. J Hill, let's throw it back at the at
Let's
Sue
do
and
it.
Joel's place. Let's
Bring
do a
your
little swimming.
kiddos.
Let's play a little coop. Let's get after it. Come on.
All right.
I'm talking
It's
about
coming
it.
up. All right. Well, duties. We gotta head out. I gotta get a good night's sleep because tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Oh, what are you doing for
We gotta
Mother's Day?
make
Real
up.
quick. What are you doing for Mother's Day? What do you got?
We told Jordan she can do whatever she wants. She can have mom alone time. She can hang out with it. Like we can do whatever activity she wants to do. I mean, we've got
What if
cards and all that stuff.
what if
Like
like
we could,
some what
we
if
could.
like some really well dressed man just showed up in your house? It's like you're like, who's this? And she's like,
This is
doesn't
Bill, and
matter.
I'm hanging out with him for Mother's Day.
I'm just spending time with this man. I don't want to like. It's not like creep. It's not like nefarious, but it's also like not. it's weird. Like they're whispering in each other's ears, and she's like, Bill. Like, I don't like Bill. He's really he's just in a suit. He's just in a business suit. He just stands next to her with a briefcase and just
Bill is
whispers
a
things
friend
in
for
her ears.
hire, and that's what Mama wants. Listen, if Jordan Skaggs wants to hang out with Bill for Mother's Day, she gonna do it. I told her, I
Good.
said, you can plan family activities or you can do Mama alone time. And she said, it's going to be about 50-50. So we're on her agenda tomorrow. I mean, we got the cards covered. We got all that covered, but yeah. So we're going to have
So that's cool. Are you cooking breakfast with the boys?
I probably will cook dinner.
Ooh, okay.
I probably will do, I mean, heck, this is Mom's Day. If she wants me to make her breakfast, I will, but I'm probably going to do a dinner.
I'm doing brunch for the mother-in-law and for
Nice.
Mom.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing.
Bravo.
And I it's one of those things where you say, "Oh, Trey's gonna help." He's 3.
No.
My God,
It's
would
worse.
be
It's worse if he helps.
what kind of a human being would I do to let a child like that into the kitchen?
No,
It
don't.
would be just first of all, that's a health violation. No, no one needs that. That's how you get salmonella. That's how you get salmonella, letting that kid crack your eggs.
And
No.
then what kind of Mother's Day are you giving them?
That's how that weird disease probably happened on that cruise ship.
That's how I know it is.
They
For
were
sure.
letting kids, they were saying, "Hey, let's let that
Kids
cute
throwing
kid
bacon in their pants.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Let's let that cute kid, make some beef stroganoff." No.
No, don't.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's how World War II started.
Yeah. That was exactly it. They let those kids, they weren't washing their hands, and they just was, that's what happens. So, all right, duties.
All right,
Thank you for
friends.
listening to us again. All good. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
That's a good idea. We need an outro. Give us a Joker outro, and we're gonna fade off into the void. Give us a monologue real quick. 20 seconds. Go.
He's so serious. Why so serious? Let's put a smile on that face. That's it. Here you go. That's where you go.
Amazing.
duties.
Have a great week, duties.